Alright, we're back for round 2. We're up against Entropy, and Entropy plays mono blue control. Let's pull up that list here. So 4 Delver, 4 Spire Golem, and a bunch of counters and some bounce. And card draw. With 2 Curfew in the sideboard. Not really in love with this hand. There's 2 cards that we cannot cast right here. I think I still have to keep. We do get to resolve the Bogles. And once that they're resolved, they're just going to be resolved. You can't bounce them, although we can bounce the auras. And if we get another mana, we can cast Krufix's Insight, and hopefully, if that resolves, we'll get some auras to enchant our lands. And we'll have our mana fixed, so we will be able to cast our auras. So it is 50 people in Sunday's Pauper Daily today. So that means 3 people get to go 4-0, and hopefully we will be in that 3. And right now we're just waiting on Entropy here to see whether or not he likes his hand. I'd imagine he's looking at my list right now. I've been playing a lot of this deck, so alright, so our opponent decided to keep and has a turn 1 Delver. And we have a turn 1 Bogle. And let's see, no flip. Alright, so at least we got lucky there. Our opponent has a lot of spells, so a lot of cards could have flipped that Delver, and definitely getting a lot of lag here. Alright, since that Bogle resolved, I don't mind attacking. We only really need 1 Bogle in play. Alright, now our opponent drew Exclude and flipped the Delver, but we already have our Bogles in play, so we don't really need to resolve another creature. So let's see if we can resolve Ethereal Armor. Wow, this lag is just killing me. Here. Nope. I'll attack with both. I mean, if I decide to hold one back to block the Delver and then the Delver flips, I just wasted an attack. Right, Delver flips and our opponent reveals Prohibit. So our opponent's hand is Exclude, Prohibit, and 2 unknowns. He is smashing us for 6 a turn, so let's see if we can resolve an Armadillo Cloak. He does not have the mana to pay the kicker on Prohibit, so he'll need another counter to stop this. Let's see if he's got it. Alright, looks like he does. Deprive. Alright, I'm not sure if we can even win this now. We would have to just get lucky and draw another Armadillo Cloak, because he has a 2-turn clock cost with these Delvers. And considering he only runs 8 creatures, you got pretty lucky to get 2 Delvers out as quickly as he did. Wow, this lag is killing me. So our opponent gushed and cast Piracy Charm. Oh no, just Deprive. So there's nothing we can do to beat those Delvers, so I will concede. Alright, so what is good against this deck? He is going to be bringing in 2 Curfew. Maybe Prohibit. I doubt he wouldn't bring in Curse against us. That wouldn't be good. I doubt he'd bring in Chains. Kind of want to bring in 2 Gleeful Sabotage to blow up his Spire Golems. And let's see here. He doesn't run many creatures, so I can take out Rancor, because Trample isn't going to be as useful against him. And now we'll take out 1 Commune for an Archer, and we'll take out both Communes for Archers. The more creatures I have in the deck, the less good Curfew is against us. We'll take out 1 Bogle for another Archer. Now, do I want to bring in Relic because he has Treasure Cruise, Savage Punch because he has a few ways of, only 8 ways on win conditions. I think this looks pretty strong, so I will submit. I will keep. Alright, what do I want to do here? Turn 1. Can either Utopia Sprawl, or I can Bogle. I think I might as well play out the Bogle. If I Utopia Sprawl, it would mean next turn I'd be playing out the Bogle. And I'd want to pick white, so I wouldn't be able to do anything else with these. So he has another first turn Delver again. Alright, just trying to cast this spell here, but it's getting a lot of lag. Alright, ship it. You sent me a message here. And that causes more lag. I'll answer his question when I'm not in the middle of a game. Choose white. Rankle. Right, this is our only creature, so I'm not going to attack. If he blocks, we will be out of creatures. So he flips, revealing Treasure Cruise, and pitches Land Drop. And he elects not to attack. We draw another Armadillo Cloak. Well, I'm just going to start firing off Armadillo Cloaks. We have plenty to spare, and he's likely keeping up counter magic. So he can start. Alright, he did not. We're still very vulnerable to curfew. Discard a card. Sure. What card do we not want here? I'll get rid of Krufix's Insight because it's a little too slow. If we can resolve another Armadillo Cloak on this, we can really start bashing. And he has another Delver. He's still holding up counter magic, but he didn't counter the Armadillo Cloak. Makes me a little nervous that he has curfew in hand. We know one of his cards is in fact Treasure Cruise. Can't really play around curfew. I only have the one creature, and he's going to counter it, which tells me that he doesn't have curfew in hand, or else he would just use curfew, make me return this Bogle, he would return that Delver. Alright, he doesn't flip, which makes me think that he didn't draw curfew, and I'm assuming that he doesn't have curfew. Now if he has the counterspell with Kicker, Prohibit, he can play it, but I really just can't sit here and not play my spells, so let's throw out another Armadillo Cloak. He has Treasure Cruise and 2 unknowns in hand. Alright, so there's Deprive. So now Treasure Cruise and an island in hand. And if he draws curfew, it's pretty much over right now. Alright, so he plays the island. Alright, let's try and resolve this Blade Cover Scout. If we resolve that, it makes curfew much worse. Well, now is a good time for him to cast Piracy Charm on us and make us discard a card. He counters that. So he has Treasure Cruise and an unknown card in hand. I'm trying to play relatively quickly, but I'm getting you can see how many times I have to click the same thing again and again here. Alright. Now if he flips this Delver, he'll have enough power to block. But right now he has a total of 4 power. And curfew still is pretty much game over. Just would wipe out both of our armadillo cloaks. I need treasure cruises. Alright, ethereal armor is a great draw. If he doesn't have curfew, this is going to ruin his day. Alright, this is lethal if he doesn't block, so he has to block. This is all assuming no curfew. Alright, he's blocking. He's going for 1. We're going to millions. Alright, we're at 60, he's at 1. He has to draw pretty much curfew. Alright, you can repeal ethereal armor, that's fine. He's still hoping he gets a draw off of repeal, and it wasn't curfew, so going to game 3. So unfortunately we're going to be on the draw again, which against a deck like his with as many counters as it has, being on the draw is not where you want to be against him. You want to get your creature and ideally an ethereal armor down under his counter magic. Alright, I will keep. First turn, preordain, alright, so it's not another first turn Delver. So we'll get out the Glade Cover Scout turn 1, and turn 2 we can go for the Archer and Utopia Squall. Not sure which one I want to go resolve more. The Archer makes it so I have 2 creatures in play and I'm not vulnerable to... Alright, now we have 2 Archers. Curfew. So first I'll just attack. He doesn't run Spellstutter Sprite, but just want to get my attack in here. I'm behind on time, just completely due to lag. And that Archer resolves. So now do I want to run out the other Archer? The second Archer means I can tap both of them to kill any insect aberration. Or I can try and run out Utopia Squall, which means I can cast these auras next turn. Pretty sure he has up counter magic, so I won't be resolving these auras next turn. Let's see if he wants to counter Archer number 2. Alright, he doesn't, but now he's going to have to bounce on these Archers here in order for him to be able to attack me with any insect aberrations. I'm just going to throw out the Ancestral Mask, even though it only gives +2/+2. And I could do the Armadillo Cloak now, but yeah, it's better just to get around that counterspell. Now I still have an Ancestral Mask in hand, and I also have an Armadillo Cloak, but he does run Piracy Charm, so he could easily double Piracy Charm me next turn. Or he could wait until I put one of these on the stack, and then Piracy Charm me to make me discard a card. Alright, so there's the Delver. And he does not have... Alright, so now... This is interesting. I want to lead off with the Armadillo Cloak. Let's see what counters that he could be leading up. Prohibit... Okay, Prohibit can't hit Armadillo Cloak. He can't get Deprive right now. He doesn't run Mono Leak. So he might be able to prohibit the Rancor. But not the Armadillo Cloak. Let's see if Rancor resolves. I'm guessing it's going to get prohibited, but... Alright, it does, but we still have a 3/3 Hexproof Trample effective lifelink. And now that the Quicksand's tapped, I'll actually attack with the archers as well here. And if he flips the Delver, that's fine. They can either ping him next turn, or we'll have to bounce one with Repeal, which will tie up 2 of his mana. So now he flips it, revealing Treasure Cruise, but now he has to deal with one of these archers. So he'll have to bounce one of the archers here. He doesn't. Alright, let's try and cast Ethereal Armor. That was a very good draw. That resolves. And he scoops. Alright, so we won round 2, so now we're 2-0. And that's one of the things about blue control decks is it can be hard for them to deal with things after you resolve them, and especially when your creature has Hexproof. I mean, now he can bounce Ethereal Armor with Repeal, but we'll still have all these other auras on it that it's just going to smash his face. And he knew all we had to do here was tap down these archers, kill his Insect Aberration. You can't quicksand this guy, and he probably saw that we were going to put on the Ancestral Mask here. So I'm glad we're 2-0, and I will see you for round 3.